So is this Sarah Johnson?
This is Sarah, this is Miss
Okay.
Sarah, yeah.
Okay. So everybody, put on a good performance so she will stick around for a while.
Yeah, don't scare her off.
It takes a lot.
Yeah, look what you guys have done with that, she's only 25.
Oh, you're funny, Terry.
Oh, wait a minute, this is not a good precedence. You're not supposed to be laughing and getting along. We're supposed to just get back to arguing, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Looks like we're the push cards.
I did shower.
Anybody sign up?
I don't, I haven't walked over there yet. I was waiting until 7 o'clock. Exactly.
It's 7.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Well, someone didn't, hasn't, the secretary didn't set the, clock back there.
See what we can do about that. We make a motion.
Did anybody sign up on the other one? The first one?
No.
Okay. Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Let me start with the pledge of the flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to start with a little prayer. We pray we will be able to work as a team. Give us the wisdom to foresee the needs of our community and make decisions that will best serve our township. Amen. Announcement of recording,
I'm recording.
and we're recording.
With the Daily Review, you don't mind if I record it?
Pardon?
With the Daily Review newspaper, you don't mind if I record?
No, that's fine. Okay, the Daily Review is also recording. Let me just write this down.
Uh-oh.
I will say, it's nice to see the lights finally fixed after about 12 or 15 years.
Yeah, and you only had to tell me once, didn't you?
As a matter of fact, yes.
That's right. We get things done around here. Citizens' comments, this is referring to the agenda items only, and no one signed up for that. The acceptance of the meeting minutes from January meetings, there's a couple of them there, so I'll give you time to look them over. I already looked them over, and hopefully I didn't see anything, but if you do, let me know.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the minutes from January.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Financial reports. They're also there for everyone to read. I gave you each your own, too.
A lot of numbers,
I know.
like my paycheck.
Yeah, you wish.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the January financial reports.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Monthly expenses, Luke has those.
The first one is the mileage reimbursement for Ava, total of 215 miles, 70 cents per mile. I didn't say the total on there. Next one. Tax collection. This one that gets paid to Walsh.
Pardon?
This one here.
That's for Julia Walsh,
Okay.
that's for Julia Walsh, right?
Yeah. But you can put that back in there, right, there's something like that.
Okay.
We have one for Colligan here, for a total of 50.
Did we have a credit on that one? You're talking about the water?
For the water.
Yeah, they have a credit of $15 and something. That, I wrote, don't pay it because we just got the credit this morning.
Okay. Next one for the daily review for 300. This is for advertising. East Smithfield Hardware for 27.
And you're gonna
There's
pull
a
it
part.
all.
I did already.
Another one from the hardware store. That's paying the account. The account was $332.82. This is other stuff that went with it. Chainsaw stuff. Looks like gas, fuel. Oil. And then the tax collection committee for $55.21. These ones are already approved, correct? These are just the paid.
That one's approved.
That one.
It's
So
on
just
hold.
that one. Okay.
They had the wrong dates, so I'm making them redo the dates on it.
Okay. So this one doesn't have to. We just
No.
have to accept that one.
Right.
I'll make a motion to accept the monthly expenses.
Second.
All in favor? Transfer funds. Okay, I make a motion to transfer $40,000 from state savings to state checking and $25,000 from municipal super money fund to payroll. So I'd like to make that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Township reports and updates. Okay, improvements to Ridgebury Township. I just thought I'd give you an overview of some things that were done last year. We worked on the fire department and EMT tax break ordinance 172. It is still in the making. It's soon to be finalized and then advertised, and then we'll vote on it. We're working on the above ground tanks, which are going to be coming. That was left over from last year. We are putting them in this month, and we're having quotes now from different people to remove the old underground tanks. We're getting quotes, so we are not doing anything yet until we get all these different quotes in. The road crew did extensive work on Galvin, High, and Plows. They also worked on Sealy, Cummings, Wildcat. There were extensive ditches put in there. Sean did awesome mowing. They're all doing great snow plowing. We put internet in the garage to make our foremen more accessible to the public, so they can call them or email them now if they have issues with their roads. We're trying to make it so everyone can have a chance to have easy access to us, in other words.
Aren't you glad of that?
Yeah, Bobby's the one that set up his email out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to avoid us.
We got free block from Candy Valve. It didn't cost us anything, we just had to pick that up, other than transport it here. Free block, these big, huge, humongous,
Oh, okay.
what do they call those big blocks?
Jersey barriers.
I just call them big blocks. We got lights in the meeting hall. We have internet in the park, which is good because now if anyone gets hurt, they can dial 911. We redid the employee handbook. We did a pension plan. We did a township calendar, which we're hoping to do again this year, so people will know what's going on in the township.
Who posed for the pictures?
Oh, we're trying to get the road crew, but they won't do it.
She won't take the ones we want.
Too cold for Bobby to wear a speedo.
And
I got a picture looked up.
And the calendar doesn't cost anything other than the paper it's printed on, because what we do is we put it in with the tax bills, and Julia Walsh is kind enough to let us go up there and stuff them in while she's getting them ready to mail out.
Cool.
And I can't think of anything else. Can you think of anything else that we did this year, Bob? I know you haven't been here all
Yeah,
year,
that was the majority of it.
but, yeah, I mean, I know you touched
I
up all
think
the other
Bobby's a
roads.
pretty good improvement to Ridgebury in 2024, actually.
And I want to make an announcement, in the past, not you, Scott, okay? I didn't hear anything about you. Some other supervisors, they wouldn't work on certain roads because they had grumbles with the people that lived on the roads. And we are not doing that. Everyone's equal, everyone's getting treated fairly. If your road's having issues, we're gonna do best we can to fix it. Some roads are worse than others, we'll have to do more extensive work, but the other ones will also be worked on too. But I just wanna make it clear that everyone is gonna be treated fairly. Next, road crew summary, Bob.
You hit a lot of it. Lately, we've been cutting a lot of brush still, trying to get everything cut back out of the roadways. Most of you haven't noticed, their springs are starting to develop all over, they're froze. Unfortunately, there isn't much we can do with it. We did sprinkle some calcium on them today, trying to get them to break, but they're just gonna freeze back over.
What roads are they on?
You name it. There's several. The worst one is on Sunset. The ditches are froze up, pipes are froze, and there's just nowhere for the water to go except for in the road. We're trying to deal with them. The ground being froze is kind of tough to
We can
deal with.
blame that on Pat then, right?
What's that?
Blame that on Pat.
Blame it on the weather.
Yeah, you live there, you gotta stop hot rodding, that's your fault.
Welcome to winter.
And hopefully we'll be starting the Mormon Lake project real soon.
Okay,
Now, what all are you gonna be doing up on the Mormon Lake Road?
There's two projects. One is a low volume road, which is, you know where the dam is?
Yeah.
It starts there and goes to about the first corner.
Okay,
That's what they're calling a low volume, because it was chip and tar at one time, so it's considered like blacktop. Even though it's not actual blacktop. That's gonna get a new stream crossing, a couple new extra pipes, and then we're gonna dig all the old clay material out, reline it with fabric and stone, and then retop it. And the actual dirt and gravel road is from the corner to the top of the hill of the game lands, where it's all encroached 4 feet of banks. We're gonna build all that back up, same thing, new cross pipes,
Michael, basically.
take trees out, get drainage.
then it won't be as much fun. I mean, it used to be, you need another car coming that way, and
Yeah, it'll be fun. But this is all through the dirt and gravel, through the conservation project, so.
now is that gonna become a full year-round road, or is that still gonna be just, seasonal?
It'll still be seasonal because the other end won't be complete yet, but it's passable. We keep it maintained and keep it opened up.
anybody else have any more questions for Bob?
When would that project start?
The dirt and gravel, you mean Mormon Lake?
Yeah.
Sometime this year, they didn't really say when. did
Well, it was
Bob?
supposed to have happened last fall, but conservation was nice enough to let us carry the money over to this year. So actually, they have to approve part of it tonight, but as long as they approve it, and then we're waiting on one more signature, so I'm guessing within the month we'll be starting that project.
Thanks, Bob. Let's see. Notification of a permit from code inspections. We don't have to vote on this, they're just letting us know that someone's putting in a new whole house generator, and they gave them a permit for that.
Cool.
So I don't know if you want to look at it.
Ridgebury Lake.
Okay, thanks. Okay, and also under correspondence and communications, Black Hill Energy, they're basically letting us know they're gonna be drilling in Springfield. I wish they'd start drilling in Ridgebury, but it's Springfield again, and basically they're just telling us.
They're working their way here.
Huh?
They're working their way here.
I want them to do it, I do. See, man, Springfield's just getting it all,
Yeah.
Well, they're starting,
aren't they? They are.
well, because they're starting from the south and they're working their way to the north.
I'm waiting. Do you wanna look at it, guys? Wanna look at it? It's just telling us that they're doing that. Okay. Old business. David Young from Mooney and Associates, small flow treatment facility for Ridgebury Lake. And there's some things we have to sign, I believe, for that.
Right. And I brought you a new set of documents here. There were a couple things that were modified under the ones that I gave you last time. Basically just getting the Bradford County Sanitation Committee to sign off on it, as well as publishing a legal ad notifying the public that this project was going in. So
So
those are
these
two
are null and
things.
void that I have here? Is that what you're saying?
I would say yes, because I've got a complete new set for you.
Okay, here you go.
The things that we have for you to sign is, first of all, the checklist that says that everything that we've noted on here is in this package. And those are the things that I've put in here already. I should say that the map can be kept. Full-size map. The two things that I'd like to ask from you tonight is, first of all, the resolution. It basically has to be passed at a meeting saying that this is a accepted small flow treatment facility at this one particular parcel. This isn't saying that this type of facility can go in any parcel in town. It's just this one particular parcel. And basically, it is a modification to your existing Act 537 sanitary sewage facilities plan. Right now, your plan basically says on-lot septic throughout the township. Now, this is not an on-lot septic. This is an alternative type of system, which is basically a discharge to a water body. So that's what this is. This is the resolution, that if you're okay with that, that needs to be enacted at the meeting. All of this paperwork has to be put together and sent to DEP. We have to wait for the 30-day comment period to happen. And I assume we haven't heard anything from the public on this project? No? Okay.
You're the one that takes and sends it to the DEP.
Right, right. Saying that though, the second is the transmittal. This is officially coming from the township, but I take care of that, all that for you, so you don't have to bother with it.
Now, does this resolution need to be passed every year?
No, no, it's just a one-time thing, saying that this type of system can be at that location.
Now, is this an addendum to the existing ordinance?
To the existing Act 537 Sanitary Sewage Facility Act for your township. So it is an official amendment for this one parcel.
Now, does that need to be open for public viewing for like 30 days or something like that? Or
Yes, and that's currently being advertised.
Okay.
It went out on the 10th, and the 10th of this month, that'll be the 30 days. And then if there's any comments received, we have to respond to those and include them in our package to DEP, explaining what the comment was, explaining how we react to it. So,
Right. So is that something they can make a motion on for tonight, or is that wait till next meeting?
no, they can make the motion on it, but it can't be sent in until the 30 days is up. So, there's another, 6 days until we can actually send it to DEP. DEP won't accept it until that 30 days is up. If you want me to step through exactly where all those things are, I can do that, but everything's in there.
Is there a copy for us to keep?
Yes, yep,
Okay.
and that's what this is. So there's basically 3 places you have to sign. One's the checklist, one's the resolution, one's the transmittal letter.
That's what we'll go right to you guys.
I see, yeah. So we'll have to make the motion to accept the resolution.
All right, I'll second it. All in favor?
If someone were to make an objection in the next 6 days or, bring up something, would that mess up the motion that they've made for the resolution?
Unless it's something that I cannot address,
Okay.
then it wouldn't. I'm not sure what would be. I've done about 50 of these. I
I'm
never
just-
had a public comment.
This is one of those questions that
Yep.
just,
No, I understand.
you get a little nervous about putting, your officials into harm's way of, legalities.
Well, I can leave everything here if you want to do it that way, until the 10th, and then I'll pick it up. And,
Study it more.
Yeah, can we study it more?
well, the only thing is that we
We
do
can
have
pass it
to
tonight, only
make it conditional upon.
conditional.
Sure.
Like, pass it tonight, but make it conditional if there's nobody objecting to it
Right.
and they can't take care of their objection. So, how many days do they have to object? Till the ad in the paper's over?
Yes, the ad in the paper is over on the 10th, which today's the
Okay.
4th, so another 6 days.
Okay, can we hold off to the 10th? We won't have to meet again, because you've already okayed it.
Okay.
With the stipulation that no one's complaining, and then we can call you to pick it up in the office?
That's absolutely
Would that
fine.
be, I would rather do it that way, since there's still 6 more days for someone to complain.
That's fine. Yeah.
Is that all right with you guys? I mean, we've already okayed it, so we're not gonna have to do that again. It's just if somebody complains, then we'll have to, okay.
Okay. Let me put that with.
And I have my own
these.
folder if you want,
Okay, well, I mean, there's 2 sets here.
okay?
Did you have another full-size copy? I can't remember.
I
Doesn't
just gave
look
you
like it.
back everything I
Yeah.
had with that envelope. Everything
Okay.
I had is with that envelope.
Okay, and I'll get another full-size copy, but I was basically bringing one for you and then one for me to take back and make copies of and send to
Okay, so there's
DEP.
2 here, right?
Right,
Me and you. All
except
right.
one does not have the full-size map at all.
Okay, there's a full-size map in that one, or is it different?
Well, that's what I put in there.
This is the
Okay.
one I had, you wanted to.
Do you want the full?
No, I had it, you told me.
Oh,
That's what- I had it down at my house for a while, and she.
Yeah, yep,
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
one.
that's what I put in with the original, yep.
oh, okay. So, we'll call you when it's,
Very good.
and let me, could you hand me that post-it, please? I'm too short. Just give me your phone number again, so I
Sure.
can make sure I can call you.
607 738 2704.
607-738-2704.
Right.
And
From
what
Dave.
day is it?
The 10th
The 10th, all right.
is the last day.
So we'll call you on the 11th, how's that sound?
That's great.
I'll make a note to call you.
Are you open on the 11th? What would that be?
We're open Monday,
See, this
Wednesday,
is
and
the 4th,
Fridays.
so Tuesday is the 11th.
Okay, so I'll call you on the 11th, you can pick it up Wednesday.
Okay.
Do you
All right,
want- Okay,
all right, thank you.
all right.
Sorry to be a pain, I just,
No. I get comments from the public when I present these, but they never send in a letter or anything. So. All right, thank you.
sounds like a neat system, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot more sanitary than what's out there now. So,
Come on, just pouring it into the ground, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, an old business, road inspections, Bobby Leonard, well, he's already gone out and gave us a list of roads that he feels are pressing. You've already done that, and we have the list.
Are you gonna do, typically the supervisors went around and we did an actual road inspection.
Are we gonna still do that, Luke?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Do you wanna set a day now, or do you wanna wait until the weather breaks? Because I know before we didn't do it because the weather was bad.
What's your opinion, Bob?
I mean,
Should
you
we
might better
wait?
wait till like late March, early April.
All right, well, why don't we just table to the next meeting then?
Frost will
That'd
be
be
out
March,
and you can
right?
actually see
Okay.
if things may change between now and then.
All right,
Now, are you all gonna go together in one vehicle so you can comment on things, or?
Only if I can drive.
last time we took 2 vehicles, and we followed each other. That's what we did last time.
Do you have walkie-talkie so you can yell at one another?
No, and we can't even use cell phones because there's no signal. No, that just goes in that envelope. Okay, auditors. Auditors, I'm just talking about this, because when we did the reorganization meeting, we neglected to, let the auditor set Terry Husted's salary, and, the auditors they have set his salary now, and, which is good for Terry, because he's getting $1 more than we were gonna give him.
Oh, it was
So,
$1.
Yay for you, Terry.
I thought it was $1.50.
Thank you.
No, it was $1. Unless I got it wrong, I thought
Because he
you
was
said
a
$17.
No, I thought we put a $17.50.
You sure?
I'll have to go, no, I will double check my
Check,
notes.
check that, Dave, yeah.
Yeah, check that, Dave, if he gets $17.50, because I heard 17, and my ears might be going.
I will double check the notes.
And I just want to point out that the night that we did the reorganization meeting, we didn't catch it because he was already working for us, and we didn't catch it that he was now a supervisor. And there were also 3 other people in the room that had experience, but they didn't catch it either to the next day. So I appreciate them catching it the next day. But they didn't even catch it that night. It was just an oversight on our part. So I want to apologize for that. And I want to thank Mr. Baker for straightening that out for us. Okay, this next one. Let's see. Motion to approve the ordinance setting supervisor meeting pay at $100 per meeting for future supervisors. Okay, this is more or less a formality that we're going to do this motion because we advertised it in the paper, and in order to give the supervisors this raise, you have to advertise it and do an ordinance. So we are doing that tonight. So I'd like to make a motion that we approve the ordinance setting the supervisors meeting pay at $100 per meeting for future supervisors.
Second.
All in favor?
Out of curiosity, what does that mean for future supervisors? So that means that anybody on the board here could never get that?
We can get it, you can't do it for yourself, you can always do it for the future supervisors when there's an election. So when then whoever comes in will get the 100, and then Luke would automatically get it because it's a new election year. You have to do it when there's an election year. You
Okay.
can't do it.
I was gonna say, if Luke is,
yourself.
supervisor for the next 30 years, he's stuck at whatever the pay rate was?
Now, they can always do it again, you know what I mean, whoever's in here, but then they'd have to wait, say everybody gets in for 6 years. They'd have to wait 6 years in order to give them a raise, because you only can do it for the new people that are elected.
Poor Luke.
Yeah, so,
What's the current right now?
right now it's 75,
Five.
right, 75,
Okay.
and now it's gonna go up to 100. And the last time it was done was 2004.
Okay.
That was the last time. And we're still under the other townships, because the PSEPs allows you to give so much a year for each supervisor, and we're well under it. Like, well under it. And this is just a formality to the primary and secondary roadmaster positions on the organization meeting. We eliminated them, but we didn't really actually mention we eliminated them. So I'm going to actually make a motion to eliminate primary and secondary roadmaster positions.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor? New business. Okay, Bradford County Conservation District for Mormon Lake Low Volume Project. That's the one Bobby was talking about. Last time we motioned on the dirt and gravel project. This is the dirt and gravel low volume project. Same road, just different area of the road. So do you have any questions on that? Because Bobby can answer it. All right, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the contract with Bradford County Conservation District for Mormon Lake Low Volume Road Project.
Second motion.
All in favor? Aye. Broadband. Broadband Ready Communications Program. Okay, they sent us a thing, information about it. Basically, anybody can hook up to it, any of the competitors. And it's supposed to make it more economical, more competitive for people that are wanting to get internet and things like that. And at COG, they said, when I went to the COG meeting, they highly recommend that we do it. It's free, it's not costing us anything, but it's supposed to benefit the people of our township.
Now, is this the same program that the
Oh, here you go.
county commissioners have been, pushing throughout the lower parts of the county?
I believe it is, because I've gone to several meetings, and they're always talking, they're always a guest speaker at all these meetings that I've gone to. And it is the same one, isn't it, Pat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been working it up from the lower part of the county all the way up through, and
Yeah.
they said actually, I think they were saying that Bradford County is actually ahead of most rural Pennsylvania for broadband connections.
And they said that there's only 4 people that haven't signed up yet, and we're one of them. I'm supposed to call the gentleman tonight after the meeting and let him know if we approved it, because he wants to pick it up and mail, he was trying to get them all mailed out by Friday.
What is it? The service?
It's, the way I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, a cable or some kind of, that everybody can hook up to. It's either, I don't know if it's fiber optics or what it is
And it's
exactly.
free.
I don't know if it's airwaves through the towers. I'm not clear on exactly how they're doing it. Is anybody
The county,
clear on that?
the county commissioners have been talking about how they've been working to bring broadband to
We
the
gotta
whole,
sign it too.
basically all of the county. And they've been pushing and getting grants and whatnot to help bring this through. Now, we are seeing like Empire Access and Tri-County, but not everybody is doing that, so this is a main trunk that's coming in and then can be branched off of. Now, I'm giving a very poor description of it, we should actually have one of the commissioners
I
come up.
like that trunk. That's a good expression to explain it.
Yep, and it's one of those deals, we should actually, it wouldn't hurt to have one of the commissioners come up and give us a description of it, of what they've been doing.
Yeah, or I can even have somebody from Broadband come directly too.
But
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
I believe they're gonna run like an actual 5G.
Yeah, so what it's saying in this, it doesn't give a great description, but it's fiber optic lines that are being ran up through, like you said, Tri-County, Empire Access, they've already done that. There was a big, I believe it's connected to the state who passed a bill for grant for rural areas, basically to get fiber everywhere for people who don't have it.
actually, they
for
started before, the commissioners actually started before that grant, came
Yeah.
out.
So this is part of that, and it's, I think they just have to have our approval to run it through the township is all, that's all they're asking for.
Yeah, they're just asking permission.
Approval to run it through the township is all, it's not costing us
It's
anything.
just another option for people to get internet.
Yeah,
They can get it from Tri-County, Empire Access, or get it through this,
Does
whoever
Penn-
this provider is.
Does Penelec have any kind of a program yet, or?
Not that I know
And I went to the COG meeting, they've all already
Tri-County
signed up. The people, the members of COG, they've already
Yeah,
signed up.
that's great, yeah.
of. Can we make sure their lines are tight? So every time we get a half an inch of snow, they don't sag the road.
we need to make a motion to accept that.
Yeah, in a second, I just want to make sure everybody signs it. Oh, yeah, we got it. All right, I want to make an official motion to adopt the Broadband Ready Communities Program, to let them go through our township.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need the secretary to sign it. Your first official duty, lower left-hand corner, I believe it says secretary.
Don't sign your car away now, make sure you read it. Or your kid.
Well, Haley, our part-time secretary, also looked this over, and she said it was okay. And actually, that's something else we'll talk about later. Okay, I'm gonna call him. All right, we are purging old records that are over so many years old. That's what those bags are on the floor over there. But we have to make a motion to follow the municipal record schedule for destroying old records. We have a large book over there on the counter, And that's what we're gonna go by, telling us what to keep forever, what not to keep. So we just have to motion on that we're doing it. So I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution to follow municipal record schedule for destroying the records.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, Bobby's gonna like this one. We need a new truck. And we need a new truck really bad. We've got bids, we've looked over a lot of trucks, and the one that we like the most, we had a special meeting to talk about this. It was advertised. The Western Star, is that what it's called? Correct, right? The Western Star is the truck that we would like. Watson Diesel is gonna do I guess you call it the chassis, is that the part that they're working
They
on,
would
Watson
outfit the
Diesel?
box and the plow, the hydraulics, the spreader.
We've already looked at this. We have to put half the money down now and half when it comes in for the truck. For Watson Diesel, it's like 25% down, and the rest after they finish their job. The cab and chassis, $153,136. The let's see. I keep not knowing what to call the other part. I usually know it's an 18-wheeler, I call it the horse and, you know.
The cab and chassis is
Chassis.
the
It's one-
cab and the tires and the frame, basically. The other part is the box, the plow, the spreader, your hydraulics.
So you call it the box? Is
Your
that what you
trailer
call it,
hitch,
that
yeah,
part?
you call it the box if you wanted.
That's $124,614.28. Pat said that our finances are fine, that we can afford the truck. Do you have anything you want to say?
So, the Freightliner went down on the guys 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah,
So-
roughly.
So the Freightliner is currently out of commission. It's gonna cost us,
Rough estimate was 8,000. Just the parts that we could see were broken was 8,000. That was before we tore into it and actually if there's anything else. So it could be more, it could be less.
so around $8,000. Right now the truck's not worth anything. I mean,
Not the way it is.
the way it sits. We have enough money to purchase the truck outright, but personally, I'd be more in the favor of waiting a little bit longer until we get a little more money in the account before we go and purchase the truck. Just because we'll have enough money, but I would rather have a bigger buffer in case something else, another truck goes down or something else breaks and we need to afford it, pay for it.
Don't you have to bid something out?
Yeah, so
Outcomes?
for that, we got quotes and they're through CoStar.
And that's the lowest
So if it's CoStar, you don't have to go with the lowest bid. CoStar, you just have to get 3 different quotes from 3 different companies, and you can go with whichever. If we were purchasing a piece of equipment outright from like another township, I believe, Scott, you have more
You could buy it from another township without bidding,
with another
but you
township.
can't buy it from an individual, buy or sell to an individual. And like CoStars is basically like, the state of Pennsylvania says this Western Star truck with these amount of specs, the fair price is X amount of dollars, and any dealer that will provide that truck for that amount of money can sell it to you without having to bid
It's
it.
already
Okay.
qualified.
They have to be a member of CoStars.
Okay.
But that,
But it prevents the township from having to bid everything that they purchase.
So what's the total, like 200 and something?
275. Yeah, it's around that amount. We have 337,000 in the account that we pay for it out of, which is
Don't scratch it.
the money fund. Yeah. Super money fund. So that's my thoughts on it. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are.
My opinion is that the one truck has a crack in the frame, last time we were gonna put a trailer hitch on it. And the gentleman said, you'll be lucky to get a year and a half on this truck. Well, that was just before Mike left. So it's gonna be a year coming up. And our trucks are old. I mean, we don't have a lot of new trucks. And we only have to put half down. Now, half later, more money will be in before we have to give it all to them. And, I mean, we can't keep having trucks be out of service. We need to plow, we need to cinder. We can't do without, especially this time of year.
What
I mean,
else
the guys
comes out
are-
of this account, like, this super money account, what other expenses come out of that?
Nothing's coming out of that, is there? Mostly?
Not yet, they haven't.
And you said we're getting new money, where's that coming from?
Is that the money that comes from the gas well stuff?
Correct,
Yes.
that's like, that's what one.
Yes.
And they'll be giving us more. We don't know how much. We don't depend on them because you never know how much you're gonna
And we have
get.
state money coming in.
And we have state money coming in. But it was gonna be the gas money, I guess you wanna call it.
Yeah, that one, you never know what you're gonna get. It depends on the gas.
If you're looking, well, as of, we're already 2 months into it now, but you're looking at least a year before you take delivery of the truck.
And it's gonna go up. They
We have no
guarantee,
control of that.
and they only guarantee this price until the end of this month.
Yeah.
So if we don't get it, it's gonna go up. Right, Bob? They only guarantee this price to the end of the month and then it's gonna go up?
Correct.
Yeah. So,
Well, they'll have to re-quote everything. We'll have to get all the quotes again.
Gonna take a year to get it?
By the time the truck is ordered, outfitted, and we take delivery, everybody said at least a year.
well, I'm gonna, if there's any more discussion on it, because I'm gonna make a motion to buy the new truck. So it's up to you guys if you want to second it or not.
Like I said, I personally would like to wait just a little bit longer, but, that's my personal opinion, so.
You gonna second it? Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so we're gonna order a new truck. Can I see this for a second?
But what are we gonna do in the meantime if the one's down and we get a foot of snow?
We still have 3 trucks
Okay,
and the grader.
okay. So we just pray for a light winter.
Hope spring comes really soon.
Okay, now we are gonna, we'd like to sell some equipment on Municipid. We don't have to pay any fees for Municipid. It's free to townships. So whatever we sell it for, we get the money, 100%. Bobby's made some items here that we've all looked at and decided to put on the auction. Bobby's actually taking pictures of the stuff and it's ready to go if we okay it. It's the Lincoln Ranger. It's the 2000 John Deere tractor. The sickle bar mower, in Morossi, sickle bar mower. In 1991 International. What's the 8LL Eaton Fuller, what's that?
That's the transmission that's in
Oh, that's a
that.
transmission,
That's the-
okay.
That's itemized.
Troy built Zero Mower, Kotler 25 HP, and then some tires, 3 tires, Goodyear tires. That's what we'd like to put on the auction block.
You putting reserves on those?
We can put a reserve if we want. That is an option.
Okay.
So when we put them on, we can discuss, if we want a reserve, how much a reserve we want.
Do we need to do that meeting now, or?
I don't think we'd have to put a reserve on it now. We're just voting to put them on, and then we can decide if we want to put a reserve on or not at that time. I would think. What do you think, Mr. Baker? You're the experienced one,
You
you're
just
not.
need, you just need to make a motion that we're gonna sell them, and then it has to be advertised that that's what we're doing.
Right, we have to advertise.
You can put the minimum bid in the, when it goes on the municipal bid site. You
So
just
we
put the
can-
minimum bid on there.
So we don't have to, I would say we wouldn't have to put the reserve motion now, just motion to advertise it and to put on municipal bid. So I'm gonna make a motion to, put on, advertise and to put the, equipment items on municipal bid. To be determined whether or not we wanna put a reserve on at the time. That's my motion.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Centerville Road project. We were talking
Right.
about this at one of our other meetings. I'm sorry,
We'll
Bob.
back up just a minute. Also, not only the municipal bid, but, I know, what, Facebook Marketplace. I know that's another option. You can list the stuff. Municipal bid is worldwide too, but it's just another option as far as getting stuff out there.
It's called Marketplace. All right. Make a motion to also advertise and put it on Marketplace. Do I have a second on that one?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any other, Bob? Is that it?
I think that's it.
Centerville Road project. They're gonna finally start doing Centerville Road.
In 2026.
They sent us paperwork about it,
2026.
maps,
Up there by Johnson.
up by Johnson, yes.
How long's that been?
I have a map here, if anybody wants to look at the map, you're more than welcome to come up and look at it. They added for additional comments, so
Just do it
Bob
like that, so I can
put some
feel it.
comments on here that he would like a print of the actual scope of the project. What would be the slope change to Johnston Road approach? And he has down here his email and phone number, whatever, so that they can respond to him. But we really can't stop, I doubt we can stop them from doing it because, you know, it's a PennDOT.
Well, we can't stop them, but we can't even get them to go.
It's been 10 years, I think.
2018,
2018, yeah.
But they had damage up there before that even.
Oh, yeah. It's happened a couple times. I'm just curious when they're gonna fix the rest of it.
Yeah. If they gave Bobby and Sean 2 big pieces of equipment, that road would be fixed in 3 days. You just moved the creek over.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do.
Cut the 30-foot of the road out and fill it in and take the hill and turn it on the road.
I
And we had to move again.
think it'll take long to reach.
Everything will.
No, we don't.
Everything
You are really into the dynamite thing, aren't you?
Want to get it going. When did they say they're gonna start?
They did not say when they start.
Okay, so they're not saying when they're actually gonna
Yeah, they're
start.
committing to green sand.
So they've admitted that there's actually a problem with the road now,
Yeah, yeah.
but no actual willingness to
If
do
they sent
it.
it certified mail, we return receipt. They really wanted to make sure we got this. Okay,
Anything on
so-
Thompson Hill Road?
Thompson Hill Road is not mentioned. Nope, it specifically shows the only road it's showing is Johnston. I think Johnston Road's the only one.
No,
They have it blocked off in red.
she talked about the
the,
And
Thompson
they didn't say
Hill
anything about
settlement.
Thompson Hill, no.
I think every year they just dump material in it and fill it in and that's
They're
it.
just doing,
Right, a couple.
they're just doing Centerville with Johnston Road, that's it. They're not doing anything on this side. So Centerville Road project, we can motion on that. That we received it and that it's, okay to go forward, if they get back to Bobby and give him more details.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, a lot of stuff on here today. Okay, David Baker, request to renew junkyard permit. And do I have any comments on that or discussion? That's the property up on the hill that has the fence around it, correct?
Yes.
So is it the whole property or is it just section of it?
Well, basically, the way the things are written, you have to include the entire property, in other words. So basically, I'm just, pretty much my fenced-in area is where I'm talking about.
Okay, that'd be the lower portion then?
Yeah.
But not near your house, not the fence.
No,
Near your house, it's up on the hill, right? Like up,
Well, I've got some fencing up there,
the
and,
fence is around it.
yeah, but the thing is, the primary part we're talking about is the same spot I've been, doing this since, I had to stop thinking, 2018, we've been, continuing to have a steady permit. And, that was just so that they could, make sure that the fence stays up, they can inspect if they need to, with the ordinance enforcement officer, and, just abide by the rules. That, I forget which ordinance it is, but
93 or something, is it?
it gets a little it's like 51 or something like that. It gets a little,
Or 57,
what's that?
57.
Possibly. The confusion on that one, though, is that we actually have two ordinances by two different ordinances sitting there on books, the same number, and they both somewhat interfere with one another. I could sit there and actually go over it with you. It gets weird and confusing.
I'd like to look at that ordinance then. Can we table this until the next meeting?
Okay.
I'll make a motion to table this till the next meeting.
Okay?
I second, okay, yeah. Okay. That's in a Hey, we have a new secretary. Her name is Sarah Johnson. This is Sarah.
Hi,
This is
Sarah.
everybody else.
Hi, everybody.
So we hired her, started Monday, right? The last Monday?
Monday.
Okay, so I'd like to motion to hire Sandra Johnson as our part-time secretary with a pay rate of $20 an hour.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor? Aye. Haley is gonna be leaving us. She was helping us out from the other townships, and she's got a new job at a school. So it's just gonna be Sarah. And Sarah's quite capable. Actually, I'm gonna go with her, I don't wanna go alone. We're going to secretarial school up, in Williamsport. PSAP happens to have a class next Thursday. And it's, an all-day class, and it's supposed to be for, past secretaries and new secretaries to show them much as they can in a day. And I'm sure you're not gonna learn everything in a day, but we're gonna try. Now, Terry, you cannot vote on this next thing. You have to sign this, conflict of interest absent memorandum. So, what you do is, you have to write the date.
We have to make a motion.
But Lou can help you,
Yeah, yeah,
and
make a
then,
motion first.
because he can't do anything on this.
Yeah, correct.
He has to sustain, and Lou can help you fill it out, because he had to fill one out for he had a conflict. So,
Today's date?
yes, yes, today's date. Try Township Ambulance Association. The township in the past has been giving them $1,000 a year, because they don't get any money from the township like the fire department does for their taxes. So I checked it out with Pat, and they have been given $1,000 a year. So I'd like to continue to do that. So I'd like to make a motion to do them $1,000 donation to the Tri-Township Ambulance Association.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Citizens, okay, make sure I did everything before I do anything else. Yeah,
Yes,
help him
you'll
fill it
sign,
out.
you'll sign there.
Okay, that's that one. Sorry, I just want to make sure I got everything.
Was you gonna do
Okay,
gravel tonight or wait till next month?
What?
Was you gonna do gravel tonight or next month?
Luke wants to wait till next month to do the gravel, for the Mormon Lake project and for whatever we need for the township. And he wants to wait until next month's meeting on that, and a couple other things we're gonna do next month too. Citizens' comments referring to general topics. Kathy Jo Minnick is the first one to sign.
Yep, I just wanted to give an update on the park. Park committee had their meeting on January 20th. We did set park event dates for this year. We have a couple chicken barbecues, the egg hunt, park day, and kids' night. Our first barbecue will be on March 23rd. The egg hunt will be on April 12th. Park day and another chicken barbecue will be on June 14th. July 19th will be kids' night and touch a truck, and it's also going to be the fireworks, and it's the same outfit that put the fireworks on last year, we'll be putting them on this year. September 14th will be a chicken barbecue, and the October barbecue, we haven't set a date yet, but we do plan on having one in October, so that is to be determined. We were wondering if you could just, the township, the road crew, the 19th, we always had trucks over there from the township.
Oh, June,
July
July.
19th. We can have some trucks over there, and if anyone has any suggestions or can reach out, give me names to reach out to just try and get in different types of trucks and for the kids to see, or any type of, displays for the kids. Also, I wanted to follow up on the stone for the park. When we got the new shed, we used stone from the dump to put down for the shed. And we have a bunch of maintenance things we want to get done this year. And one of them is putting stone around the pavilion. If you look at the pavilion, the pad, the ground has settled, and I want to make it more even around the pavilion. So if we can get more stone, I didn't know if there was any stone left from where we got for the pavilion, or if we can get in on whatever you guys are gonna get for Mormon Lake, to keep it. I don't know. If there's any left over. Like, I don't wanna spend a ton of money if there's stuff that's left over, or, if you
There's
know.
2 Bs up there.
I think that's what we used under the shed. So if there's anything left that is just sitting there not being used, we'd appreciate it over at the park. Some other maintenance things we're gonna be doing this year. We're gonna upgrade the horseshoe pits and also look at putting in cornhole. And we will be in the spring planting a tree in honor and memory of Jerry Anthony. And if anyone is interested, we need some volunteers for the park. Park day and kids night is in need of volunteers and help. So if anyone is interested, or you can put it on the webpage or something to reach out, we'd appreciate it. And Sarah, I just want to check with you. Our bank statements come here, so I just want to, I can stop and pick them up. So I can take care of that then too.
Park days is not the first Saturday, no?
It's the second Saturday this year. With having such few people on the committee and for Park Day, we kind of have to go with when we have the most people. And the 14th is when everybody is.
Not that it's gonna matter, we rescheduled the golf tournament, so it don't coincide with park days. But it is what it is,
When's the golf tournament?
14th. Because park days has
Always
always
the
been that
first,
first week,
yeah.
first weekend.
There's
Not a huge deal.
graduation.
It worked out
Is that
last
first-
year.
Yeah, I mean,
You just have to write here.
it's tough because just have to be here. You have to go when the members are
A year ahead
gonna.
of time,
It's
so
just-
Yeah.
it worked
No,
out.
you can do it another night. You can go if you
It's just,
want.
you have to go when you have to help. There's a lot, graduation is that week, the first weekend, so it's kind of just, yeah. So, thank you.
Thank you. hopefully some people will volunteer. Scott Phillips.
Just wanted to say the road crew guys are doing a great job cleaning the roads back. They did a bunch of mowing last year and this year. It looks really good, and they've been out cutting brush. It's refreshing, actually. I got up the other morning and went outside at like 7:30 in the morning, and it was like 9 degrees. I could hear the chipper running. I was like, I bet you that's balmy, right?
Tires sitting around.
Yeah.
Cold
You guys are
weather,
doing a
we
good
do
job.
something. Yeah, it's probably the mower.
Yeah.
It sounds like a chipper.
Oh no, it was chainsaws and a chipper. I was impressed.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's pretty buggy out
Right
here.
by road.
Yeah, right by our Turkey Hill or somewhere.
Yeah, we do appreciate everything the road crew does.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you,
It's-
we appreciate it.
I'm sorry,
Well-
can I just go back to the park? If there's anything for the park as far as like old paperwork, can you please just save it? If there was anything with the DCNR grants and we had to have like different studies done.
Oh, you mean if we come across anything relating to the park, you'd like to have
Yeah,
it?
please don't shred it. Like, I don't know what the new ordinance or new municipal law is for that, but I'd rather just keep everything for the park instead of shredding it. There were grant applications, there were studies done, there was in-kind stuff, like, it's all in the park folder. So, if you can just keep it, so
Okay.
in case we need it, you never know. And if the DCNR, like, is that where you're getting the stone from?
For Mormon Lake,
Mormon Lake.
yes.
Because that's what our initial grant was through, was DCNR.
Well, we can piggyback off of their bids if we wish.
Okay,
Typically, you get bids cheaper by bidding it ourselves,
okay.
but we can get it through them.
But the 2Bs, that's fine with us. We'll take whatever is
I think
free.
the 2Bs would be better than
Yeah,
gravel,
okay.
just because water will filter through it, it won't get tacky
Yeah,
and
that's
track on
Yeah, whatever is
concrete.
free and not being
There's
used.
2Bs up there.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? Anybody?
I'd just like to say one more thing real quick. If I want to come to the meeting and say something, I'll do it. And I won't be bullied around by the supervisors telling me what to do, telling people to tell me what to do. I just want to make that clear that this is what local government's all about. When people come here and things aren't going the way they want and they want to come here and speak, that's what meetings are for. That's why these are public meetings. I'm not going to be bullied into keeping my mouth shut.
No, you have every right to speak your mind.
Well, not everybody at that table seems to think so.
I mean, really. I
So-
always thank everybody for their input.
What's that?
I always thank everybody for their input.
Well, some people don't appreciate it.
I mean, because that's what America's about, freedom of speech. So, sorry if that happened.
Well, it won't happen again.
Now, I'd like to make, are you all set, Mr. Scott?
Yep, I'm all set.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Mr. Baker, do you have a second?
Yeah,
I just had a question for you.
Sure.